Hi guys, so this is part one of what I hope to be a series of Blender tutorials. Planning to just make some shoes in Blender and sort of walk you through the process that I use when doing it from start to finish. This first part is just going to be a basic shape, getting that made for the shoe, um, starting with a foot model and just doing some pretty much just box modeling or plane modeling to get the shoe shaped out. So yeah, let's get started. I have the key display on there in the corner, so you should be able to see in the bottom left what keys I'm using. And to start, I'm just going to bring in my reference photo. This will be hopefully what the finished product will look like. And we're just adding a plane, just like a flat square, of course, and getting that sort of under the foot as the beginning of the sole of the shoe. We're just scaling it up a little bit, down a little bit. So we just extruded that line out to create another plane at the top. And we're just kind of dragging stuff around just to get the shape of the foot, scaling some of those lines in and out, continuing to extrude new planes out of the old one. As it is, we're working in bottom up view. So now we're switching to side view. You can see it's all kind of in one dimension, so we're just going to start dragging those lines up to get some three-dimensional action going on. Starting to look a bit more like a shoe sole, I think. Yeah, it's pretty good. Just continuing to roll the view around a bit to see how it looks from all sides. Okay, and we select the outside edge rings and we're just extruding that up a little bit. Create the sides of the shoe. And then we're just going to select those front edges and press F to fill them in. Create the toe. And using the knife tool, we're just going to kind of connect those vertices up there in the front so you get nice edge rings all the way around. And yeah, adding a subdivision surface modifier just to smooth it out a little bit. And changing the shading to smooth. I think one more level might be needed on that subsurf modifier. And flipping the normals outward. So that's starting to look a bit like a shoe. Just need to reshape it a little bit. Again, just sort of pulling vertices until it looks more like the way you want it to look. Just adding another edge ring in there for a bit more control. Pull some of those front ones down so that it looks a little rounder. Just make sure none of the foot's poking through there. So yeah, this is going to be quite a lot of just pulling stuff around. Apologize if it's a little bit repetitive. You can see with the subdivision surface modifier on, it smooths it out, but we also have the cage enabled so you can pull at the vertices of the original mesh without all the subdivisions. Kind of makes it easier for shaping things. So now we have our basic shape pretty much done. I think we're going to call it a day here for part one. Thanks for checking it out, and stay tuned for part two where we'll add some more detail and add a heel to the shoe, which is probably necessary. Thanks very much, guys. Have a good one.